And we're live with the Blue Boys podcast with our guest for this week, Luis. What's up, Luis?
How's it going? How are you doing?
I am doing well. We haven't had a podcast in a while,
It has
and
been a minute
yeah, it
that
has
people
been a
have
minute.
requested me.
The last podcast was a
Was one
disaster, I
with
believe.
uh was one with Dennis.
Yeah,
And something about Dennis is like he butchered my name
yeah, he did
at the
butcher your
end.
name. He
I tried
destroyed
to
it.
hire Hitman, but he was blinded. He didn't see anything
Blinded,
and he was blind
blinded
Hitman
by.
and it all went down.
Yeah, it all went downhill in that one, but now
Yeah.
you're on, and hopefully you'll make a better guest. Not to
Yeah.
diss Dennis though. I was glad we had him on the podcast. But
Yeah, you know what? Two Hispanics back to back. Let's get it.
two Hispanics back to back. Yeah, that
Diversity.
is a thing.
Next thing you know, next thing you know, Kai's channel's gonna be from Sirline to Telemundo.
Yeah, we're gonna be broadcasting on Telemundo now. But you're the
Yeah.
sixth guest, right? So this will be video
Yeah.
number 6. How do you feel about being on the podcast?
You know, human, I guess you could say.
Human, what type of response is that? Human.
Well, I have no idea.
We
Like
all feel human.
6% of the podcast, it's about time people ask for my appearance, and I'm
People
here.
did ask for appearance. That is true. People
Yes,
in
the
the
fans have wanted
community,
it.
they
Your
did want Luis.
subscribers have asked for it. They've begged and pleaded.
Okay, I don't know about that, but people have asked. Maybe not
People
the
have asked.
subscribers, but people have asked for you to be on the show.
Yeah, the ones in the podcast have recommended me.
Yeah. Um, I got some topics for today. I always have topics for these podcasts. I always write down
So did I, but you
random.
know what? Let's
No, no,
see your
you did not,
topics.
Luis. You did not have topics. No, you didn't.
You know what?
Wait,
You're right. I
actually,
only had
no,
like
no.
one
Did
in
you
mind.
actually have topics? What were you
I
actually
had
gonna say?
one.
Okay, what was it?
Mine,
We'll
one
start
was
with
actually about to
Luis's
be about
topic.
college.
College? Okay.
Starting, like, let's say,
You're not in college.
starting, wait, I know, but like starting late and actually starting within time, like after you're out of high school. Like, is it like bad or is it like the same thing if you actually go ahead and start later, like let's say a year or two later from you graduated from high school, or actually go ahead and immediately go ahead and
Go. Yeah. Well, Yeah. I don't actually know because a lot of the time, people, if you're fresh out of high school, some
yep.
people take a year off, but it seems like a lot of those people take a year off tend to take a
I
few
was
more
originally
years
gonna
off.
be,
But
I wasn't originally gonna take a year, but it happened.
yeah. But like now I feel like it's different than normal circumstances, especially
Yeah, I
considering
mean
the
a lot of people don't
pandemic.
have the
Whatever you want to
financial
do,
thing.
you can't really fault people because like this
Yeah.
pandemic, it's something
So
else.
if you
I'll
listen
tell
to
you.
this, if you're older and you listen to this, it's never too late to go to college.
Yeah, that is true. Community college is full of people of all ages, all
Exactly.
places.
You could be
There's no hope
you
for
could be
you at a
30.
4-year school, but community college.
There you go.
There
You
you
could be
go.
old, you could be in your 30s, you can be your 40s, 50s, 60s, you can be a grandmother, you can go to community college.
Yeah, community college is great because
It is. You just
there's
have to take a
there's people
test.
of all sorts of people. Yeah, and it's actually pretty easy to get into community college, like really
Yeah.
easy.
I feel like that's why it's a bit more cheaper because like they accept everyone. Like, you know what? It's no financial well, how would you say it? It's cheaper, I guess. It's affordable.
It's
That's the
much
word.
cheaper. It's much cheaper. I had to go to
Yeah.
community college if you guys didn't know, but not
And
only is it
yeah.
cheaper, but I don't know. It's more inclusive. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do at community college. They have a lot of
Yeah.
programs, especially my community college,
The
Suffolk.
community college that is near us in
Yeah,
our
yeah,
county.
Suffolk, Suffolk. It's not just in our county actually. It's in
Yeah.
three counties. But
Well,
yeah,
there's three campuses for Suffolk,
yeah.
so
That's
there's
what
more
I meant,
opportunities for them.
Luis. Sorry, you're the guest. I need to treat you with
Yeah.
the most utmost of respect. But anyway, there is three campuses, as
I'm sorry
Luis
about
said.
that.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just keep talking. Yeah, I'll just keep talking. But
Yeah.
Yeah, there are 3 campuses for 3 different counties. And sorry about that. I just stopped talking because
Yeah.
someone just walked in and they just stood there and looked at me like a muppet. But yeah.
They
Anyway,
swept
there's
their
3
arms.
campuses and that's all I really wanted to say. This is a boring topic. On to
It is.
something else.
Your topic.
My topic.
I was just curious.
What's your
Spreading
thoughts
the
on
word.
California?
California. I've yet to be there, but you know, I heard it's very expensive right there. More expensive than New York.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah, I heard
Have
it
you
is
have you ever
really
been there?
expensive to be in Cal. Yeah, I have been in California, and to be honest, it is more expensive. The gas is really expensive, which doesn't really make too much
Surprise you?
sense to me.
Alright, I
I
thought you
mean,
were gonna
it
say
doesn't
something surprising.
surprise me. I mean, they're closer to Texas than us. Shouldn't the gas be cheaper? They're closer to pretty much all gas producing places. They should have more gas. But anyway, it doesn't make sense why gas is so expensive in California. I don't know. There's probably a
I
good
mean,
reason for it.
yeah, I guess they burn a lot of existing fossil fuel more than anyone,
I don't
but you
think
never
so
know.
though. I thought California was all about that renewable energy. I think they have more I feel like they would have more than a lot of places, but I guess population. There's a lot of Californians. More
Yeah, there's
Californians
a
than
lot
New
of people in
Yorkers.
California, like New York. Well, New York's declining when it comes to population because nobody wants to live here.
Psh, those
Not a
people
lot of
are
people.
muppets. That's the thing. They all go to Florida, but then they come right back because they
Yeah,
realize
well, mainly,
Florida
I feel like,
fucking sucks.
well, there's only
Yeah.
one, I feel like there's one or few reasons, which is snow, which is actually happening around New York during this time. Snowstorms.
Well, yeah, actually, there's snow now, but there's
Yeah,
also snow down south now. I mean, you should
it is.
expect bad weather, people.
Yeah,
Global
especially
warming.
Texas. You
Ha!
live in
Get wrecked,
Texas?
Texas. I'm gonna alienate
Bro,
my Texas audience. Fuck Texas. Well, actually,
wait,
no,
wait,
not
hold up.
fuck the people of
They're
Texas.
dying.
Yeah, I feel terrible for the people of Texas
Yeah,
because
it's
their
cold right there
leadership
now.
has failed them. But to be
Yeah,
honest, who put
exactly.
that leadership in place? Nah, I'm not gonna clown on the people of
That's their
Texas.
fault. That's, you know,
But to
that's
be
a them
honest,
problem.
it's all human error. You can't blame
It
anybody
is.
but the people in charge of Texas. And
Yeah.
those people are unreliable. Did you see Ted Cruz? Ted Cruz is escaping to Mexico.
I
He was
know.
going
I
to
feel like,
he was going
yeah.
to Cancun on vacation, and people were like, "What the fuck? We're
I
in a
saw the picture.
disaster."
I don't understand. And I saw memes of like an adult and a kid being like, do you have 2 tickets to Cancun? Like, man, what a meme.
But my problem is,
They were
how can Texas, a country where oh, no, a country,
a
please, they
country?
wish, yeah, they wish, but a
They used to be a
state
country.
where gas is the cheapest, no doubt about it, where they have plenty of resources. How the fuck? Okay, how are there power plants and generators freezing? How? Our power plants and our generators don't freeze.
I feel like
It's the same
they're not
country. They
accustomed
should be
to
the
it.
same standards. But
I feel
even
like
still,
I
it's
feel like the
not like
coldness, like,
they've never seen snow in their lives.
well, yeah, they've seen snow, but I feel like the coldness was just a huge curveball that happened out of nowhere.
It is a
Because
pretty
it's,
big curveball, but to be honest, they should be prepared, especially if it's a state grid, They should be prepared for this
yeah.
stuff. I mean, our grids don't freeze, but
I mean, then again, in
does
Mexico,
it,
it is kind of freezing there, so I guess
it's
they should have
just
expected it.
people expecting it not to happen. They probably had the
Yeah.
option when they were building it. Hey, we could do this to make sure it doesn't collapse when it freezes, but they're like,
Nah, why
nah,
should we
it'll
do that? That's
never
never gonna
happen.
happen.
That'll never
Yeah.
happen. Yeah.
2021, we should have built that.
Yeah.
Why?
It's lack of foresight is the problem. And also, American infrastructure just sucks, and that's just a fact. Americans have
Yeah,
horrible
those are
infrastructure.
facts.
We have roads that don't get repaved. We have horribly slow trains and buses that
Hmm.
don't come on time. Our infrastructure sucks, okay? And
Yeah, the
someone
time
needs to
schedule
do
for
about
buses
it.
are just like never on point.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. How
It's like,
are
we'll
we
be here at 9
supposed to
o'clock.
claim to be the richest nation on earth when the buses don't even arrive on time? Nothing in America
Exactly.
arrives on time. It's ridiculous.
You can't
Where's
be
our
rich if the buses don't
infrastructure?
come on time.
And
Can't
and
be rich.
now and now we've fucked ourselves because we've designed all our cities around cars, and now that we need to actually stop driving so much because the world is dying, we can't do anything
Well, for fossil
about it.
fuels, we can use electricity cars. Like someone that
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
be you heard that what you call it? Elon Musk lost his place as the richest person, right? Back to
He wasn't the richest person. That was Jeff Bezos, and even
no,
he
Jeff Bezos,
lost.
right? He was
He
it.
lost it.
Then Elon Musk took over, and then Jeff Bezos went in and
Did
took
he
over
really
again.
take over?
Yeah,
But
again recently.
but isn't Jeff Bezos just stepping down from Amazon?
Yeah, he did. He's even on CEO.
How's he so rich?
CEO. I mean, the man. I feel like he still has like shares to Amazon
Oh yeah,
still.
he definitely still has share. I guess he's yeah, I guess he's just stepped down as the CEO. It doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah.
He's still rich boy in Supreme. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the problem with electronic cars is they also have their issues. You know,
Yeah, they do.
it takes a lot of resources to
There's not
make
enough.
a battery for electronic car, and they have to like destroy the environment to mine cobalt,
Yeah.
which is like one of the main metals used in making big electronic batteries. And like they're just doing it in Africa, and you see like these cobalt mines. There's all these children with shovels just digging up the cobalt, and like you see the forest, it's just a big hole, big mud field, everything's destroyed. That's not the future. The future is
No.
public transport that actually works, okay?
I
They
mean,
have it
but
in
then again,
Japan. Why can't we have it here?
listen, if we are to get rid of, this virus because of some leader, what makes you think we'll have to do that in Japan? They're more advanced, all right?
They're more
They
advanced.
took they take
Please.
action.
Japan was destroyed by World War II and we built them up. How come our country
That is
isn't
true.
doesn't have the same infrastructure as their country? It doesn't make
I don't
any
know.
sense. We built their country. And that's not even a joke. Japan was completely destroyed.
But like, either way, either direction we take of transportation, either way, it's gonna be there's gonna be a consequence. There's a consequence
There's
to
always
everything.
consequence. But the problem is it's uh, people don't want anything to change even though it has to change. It's stupid. It's
Yep,
like those
they're
coal
scared.
miners in West Virginia. Bring back coal. Clean coal. It's like, okay, not only is coal not ever coming back because it's just a failing business at this point. Why do you want to be a coal miner? It's the
To be
shittiest
honest,
job of all time.
yeah, you forget coal exists unless you play Minecraft.
Yeah, I don't use coal for anything. This
Exactly.
isn't 1802 when I need coal for my stove, okay, bro?
Yeah,
No one needs coal except for coal power plants, and even then, they're getting rid of those.
I need to warm my
So,
hands. Where's the coal at?
yeah,
Where's the
where the
trains?
coal? Please, sir, can you give me a lump of coal for our stove?
Can I have some coal, please, sir? My hands are cold. The train needs it too. It needs to run.
Yeah, but this isn't
Alright.
1803. Like, who the fuck is using that much coal? But even still, why do you want to be a coal miner? It's the worst job of all time. You just die at
Exactly.
40 of frickin' lung cancer. Like, all these people, all their ancestors have been killed by this mine. That's whatever the town and whatever the shit town it is. They've been killed by this mine. It's the only job. You're forced to
I feel
do
like
it. Why would you want coal? It sucks. Everything about
I
it
feel like it's made
sucks.
by. I feel like it was made for people that just hate their lives but don't wanna like take their lives. Be like, you know what? I guess I'll take this job. It'll end it early.
No, I don't
It'll
think
do
it's that.
something.
I think it's just there's no other job, you know? If you live in a small town built around a coal mine, it's one built around a coal mine, not built around anything else. The coal mine's the main thing, you know? And once that runs out, all the other little businesses that sold things to the coal miners and the mine itself go out of business, and then you're just left with a bunch of people who used to be miners. It's freaking like when those big industry towns, like where they used to make steel, coal, all that shit. Like it's so unsustainable because there's nothing else. once your big factory closes or once your coal mine closes, what happens to your town? Your town's just everyone's gonna leave because there's no jobs anymore. But yeah, it's not
Yeah, it's gonna be
sustainable.
like Patrick when he arrives. Or was it? No, it's SpongeBob. Where like no SpongeBob Day. He's like, where everybody go?
Oh wait.
Why is it empty right here?
Oh man, did I forget that episode? I thought it was up on all SpongeBob episodes. I don't wait.
But
I'm trying to think of what episode was that.
it was the no SpongeBob Day where everyone leaves, right? He doesn't know, and
I think I kind of remember.
he
that.
imitates everyone.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
he
later
goes
on, he's
like
like,
crazy.
yeah. And then eventually, like, why do you see no Patrick Day? He SpongeBob leaves Patrick. He just puts his hand in his face, like, where everybody go? Hello, hello.
Yeah, I think I do remember that now. But
I mean, it was one of those seasons that aren't considered great. After season 3, the show went down apparently.
yeah, apparently this. I mean, I kind of I felt there was decline once they started using like gross out humor and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, like there were some good episodes. Like, they weren't all great, but after certain
Yeah,
seasons,
I thought
they
that
have some good.
that when they started doing it, it wasn't that. It was still funny, but like
Yeah.
there was definitely decline after that. Yeah,
But you know what had a good decline? What actually showed decline is Fairly Odd Parents.
it was like went off a
That
cliff. Like
declined
I just
very
remember
terribly.
not watching it at one point. You know, just
Yeah, exactly. Especially when they introduced a new character, Chloe, I just couldn't stand her because it contradicts
bro,
the
I
whole
didn't
point of
even
Fairy
get that far,
Godparents.
bro. I remember watching to like when they added Poof, like the
Hmm.
baby, and then pretty much that's it. Like I didn't even
Like, yeah, I
watch that
call it
many
quits. That's it.
episodes with Poof.
You have a baby? No, thank you.
Yeah, I was kind of done with that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
No, she's like the most happiest person, right? And the point of having fairy godparents is to actually, like, you're a miserable child, you need fairy godparents. She's happy as anything.
Then what's the point?
Exactly, it contradicts everything. And the worst part is that she shares the fairies with Timmy.
Why she
So they
share
both
them
have.
though? That doesn't make any sense. Well, he
I
has
have no
two. Why
idea.
does he have two exactly? I forgot about that. Why does he have two
I
fairies
think he was
if
that
one can
miserable.
grant wishes?
Well, technically he has 3 because he has Poop. I mean, Poof, sorry.
Poop.
But
I
technically he
don't
has.
know.
Well, actually
I
4 because
don't
there's
know.
the dog as well.
What the fuck, man? Why does he need all these magical beings in his life? Can't he just not be a
I
fucking
don't know.
loser? Like, come on. Just
Yeah,
get a
doing something
life,
for the
bro.
kids. Just
Get
get
a
a hobby,
fucking
man.
life. Get a hobby. God damn, what's wrong with you?
Yeah,
He was a freaking scumbag, though. Timmy
he
Timmy was
is.
not a good person. Like I
He's not a
remember,
good friend.
he wasn't a good
He's a
friend. He
terrible
was a
friend.
scumbag.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
He uses his other buddies, like his less known friends. He uses them.
yeah, that was
He's
kind
like,
of
oh yeah, you're here.
mean.
Help me.
But what was I thinking?
Yeah, the coal thing, I guess. So when
The
everyone
coal,
leaves,
man. Screw the
it's a big
coal.
factor.
Let me see. What's your thoughts on trees? I have the worst topics of all time.
Yeah, I'm like trees. I'm like, well,
Trees.
well, actually, they're cutting a lot of them, which honestly is, we'll know it's bad for them to cut down trees because
I know
they give us source of oxygen.
I don't like how they should have a law in place where you shouldn't be able to cut down a tree unless it's like dangerous to your house if it falls over.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
that would be a
That
good
makes
law to
sense.
have.
I mean, where I live, there's a lot of
Because
trees around me, so
you shouldn't
I
be
guess I'm
cutting
good for
down
that
all
part.
these trees. But
Yeah.
yeah. Protect the trees, baby.
Yeah, protect the trees, plant a tree. Who did the campaign? I forgot.
I don't know.
I know they did a
It
campaign
was
where they planted a tree for something.
there's always one of those campaigns. Like
Yeah.
in I used to have a Kosha. It's like a search engine where like every time you search,
Oh yeah.
it like every 4 times you search, they plant a tree. So
No, I remember there was the one for the ocean, right? They're like, use the search filter and this
oh
and this.
yeah, I
I'm like,
remember
okay.
that YouTube commercial.
And I'm like, alright, I'm done using it. I don't want to use it anymore.
Yeah,
And I'm
that
mad.
was me with a Kosha. I was like, this is not as good as Google.
Yeah,
This
I'm like, you really want to use it? Eh.
I'm like,
Oh,
I look
really?
at the meter. It's like I've planted 87 trees. I don't care.
It's like per research you do, you actually go ahead and save the wildlife. It's like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You can do the whole alphabet. Like, I did good enough. Alright,
It's
refresh.
like
I'm out of this.
I did my part. I mean, to be honest, it was probably why I probably didn't have that big of an impact. But like, even still,
They're like, we
I'm
expected a million from every single person. It's like, why?
but
I have expectations.
I mean, it is a good thing what they're
Yeah.
doing. You
The
know?
thing is, we have short attention spans.
Yeah,
Like, do we really care about it? Nah,
yeah, that is the
whatever.
thing. People really need to. People, it really needs to be in people's face because until like it really is, people aren't gonna care. And like once it really is
No.
like unignorable, things are gonna be like too far gone. So people really need to right now care about the environment because it's probably the most important issue. It is the most important issue actually. Nothing is more important than the environment right now. Even
Mm,
the pandemic, that's humanity, and
it is.
we're gonna get over it. You know, there's been all sorts of terrible pandemics. Like the
Yeah,
environment's
talking
the
about the end of
environment.
pandemic.
There's no new Earth. You know, we're not that far
Yeah, there,
ahead.
there is nothing. No.
Yeah, this is the
But
only Earth we got. We should take care of
you
it.
know how we're in 2021. The last podcast was in 2020. Um, which for those Happy New Year's, I guess.
Oh yeah, Happy New Year's! I
Yeah,
just
Happy New
realized that
Year's.
there hasn't been a
Yeah, Merry
podcast
Christmas.
since
Whatever may have you.
2020. Yeah,
Yeah,
Merry Hanukkah.
belated everything.
Yeah,
All you that have birthdays before then, happy
belated
belated birthdays.
Ramadan, belated Kwanzaa, belated President's Day,
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, everything.
Speaking of our presidents, we have a new president called Joe Biden.
Oh yeah, we got new
Have
Joe
you heard about
Biden.
this guy?
I mean, yeah, I've heard of Joe Biden. Of course, everyone has.
So, so he wants to obviously stop the virus, and he said he wants to have like at least 200 million people in the
I, to be
U.S. that should
honest,
be
don't see how that's gonna
vaccinated by
happen.
July.
Do you think
Yeah,
that's
he
gonna
wants to
happen?
try.
I mean,
He could try, but I
100
feel like
million by July.
another 100,
You need a
100
million
million
a
will go be
day,
possible.
don't you?
No, he's
Don't
at 300 million. So I'm
300
like, I don't know
million.
gonna
You
do
need
that.
more than a million a day. How's that gonna? You
Yeah,
need 3 million people to be vaccinated per day.
I mean,
How's that gonna
but then
happen?
again,
It's not happening. 3
a lot of
million people
companies,
haven't even been vaccinated, have they? Wait, actually,
yeah,
let me see. How many people have been vaccinated? Actually, Luis?
honestly
I
don't
think
know.
more than 3 million.
But I feel like there's more vaccination sites that are coming left and right, like Suffolk Community College that's actually doing them.
Yeah, that's nice.
They're vaccinating people. But there are many companies actually doing vaccinations. Like one that has been catered towards, such as Johnson & Johnson, created their own COVID vaccine. They're like, we can't trust this company. But yet
Why
there's like,
not?
I forgot, what was it? Someplace in Africa, I think, that actually took it. Like, well, it goes
But
them.
oh yeah, so that is a thing I heard about. Apparently, like other like countries are stealing vaccines from each other.
Oh
Like
yeah.
South Africa or so some place somewhere couldn't get their vaccines because some other country swooped in and bought their vaccines out from under
They
them.
sent a spy.
Yeah, they like took their vaccines, but yeah, that sucks.
They're
They
like
should really be like
$100,000
coming
and
together
they're all mine.
in this time
Yeah.
of global pandemic instead of being so
There are
divisive.
some
Which it
elderly people
seems
that
like
have not
people are
received
even
their
more
vaccine.
divisive lately. You know,
Yeah, they have.
China's
I mean,
putting
everyone and their
people
mother
in
have been going ahead
concentration
and trying to get a
camps.
vaccine.
People are getting detained and shit. The
Yep.
Europeans aren't letting the African migrants in. Have you heard about the migrant
Uh,
crisis in Africa?
no, I haven't.
See,
Let
that's
me
the
in.
thing. Well, not Africa, in Europe. It's a million times worse than the one we have in America. A bajillion times, no, 10 million times worse. It's a million. It's a
That's a lot.
bajillion times worse. 19, I think. I think 20,000 migrants have died trying to get to Europe. I don't see no 20,000 migrants dying trying to get to America. It's probably high, but probably not as
Yeah, but
high
it's
as that.
yeah, not as high as that. Maybe like a good like 4-digit number.
Yeah, I think maybe a four-digit number. I doubt it's
Yeah,
in the tens of
like a high.
thousands of people,
Yeah, like a
but it makes
high
sense.
4-digit number. Like I don't think like 1,000, but like a high 4-digit number.
Yeah,
the audience,
maybe a couple
you
thousand.
guys.
But it makes sense. These are people in sub-Saharan Africa, so already bad news. They have to go
Hmm.
through the Sahara Desert, which is also bad news. Then they have to go to
They call the camels
one of
going to the Sahara
those,
deserts.
like one of those, freaking like North African nations. We got places like Algeria, political chaos, Libya, chaos, freaking Egypt, dictatorship. All these places are dictatorship,
But
and then they
like,
have
let's
to
be honest,
cross
what
the
place in the world doesn't
Mediterranean
have
to Europe.
problems?
But they have to cross the Mediterranean to Europe, and that's
Through boats, or
yeah through
how do they
boats. They
do
go
it?
by boat,
Oh.
really shitty boats, and they drown and die all the time. And there's no record of them because if a boat goes down in the Mediterranean and there's no record of it, how do you know it even happened? So all these people are trying
Exactly.
to cross the Mediterranean, and they're dying, they're struggling, and you know what the Europeans do?
What do you
They
do?
make it illegal for you to go help these people, you know?
Damn.
They threaten to prosecute all the aid workers who are trying to like help the
Prosecute
migrants.
AIDS.
Yeah, prosecute AIDS. But yeah, they're prosecuting all these people who are trying to help the migrants. And it's like, why? You're just gonna let these people die out there and then make it a crime to help them? Like
Like,
that's
not in our
you're
place, not our
actively
problem.
trying to kill these people because it's not like they can just go back. Like these people, this is like do or die. You know, you're out in the middle of
Yeah,
the Mediterranean in a boat
it's a one-way trip.
it's a one-day trip. There's no going back. Also, in
Nope.
Libya, I forgot to mention this. In Libya, it's horrible for the migrants. You know, the Libyans are like enslaving the people. They abuse the shit out of them. And if you get sent back to Libya, they'll put you in jail. So there's literally no going back. Like I was watching a Vice documentary about it, um, where it's like this boat from Spain, right? So they're aid
Yep.
workers from Spain, and they're in the Mediterranean trying to help the migrants. And so they come in, the migrants, and they're like on this. There's like 80 people, 60 people, 100 people on this like giant inflatable boat. You know, not this is not a seafaring
Uh,
vessel. This is like just a giant inflatable boat, and it's not meant for the seas, and it's freaking full of all these African people, and they're all like, "Please help us, please, please, please." They're out in the middle of freaking nowhere, and so they come in, they take all these people off the boat, and the guy's like, "Thank God." They're all like, "Thank you, Jesus," and the one guy's like, "Man." In Libya, they'll put you in jail if you get back. They'll beat the shit out of you. They're torturing and kill people back there. He's like,
yeah.
he's like, I was thankful it was you guys because if the Libyan Coast Guard had frickin' come and got us,
I could imagine the
and
one guy named Jesus be like, "You're welcome."
Jesus, yeah. But anyway, Jesus. But yeah, so he's thankful because he's like, if it was the he's like, if it was the Libyans, I would have jumped in the sea. I would have died. Fuck that. I'm not going back to Libya.
Yeah.
I'd rather die. And I'm like, Jesus, these people are really serious because these people are out there dying. They don't want to go back to Libya. They would really do that because one, Libya is in the middle of a civil war. It's not a freaking functioning country. There's two sides, they're fighting each other, and also those Libyans are freaking pirates, man. They're freaking pirates. They've been pirates for like ever. Those people are bad news.
Are they like the stereotypical like pirates that wear like eye patches and shit like that?
No, not pirates that wear like eye patches. Like pirates that freaking used to go
Yeah.
to Italy and enslave people and bring them back to Africa. Those type of
Ew.
pirates. Bad news. But this isn't a diss about Libyans. I'm just saying the Libyan navy doesn't really exist anymore, and it's like made up of jihadists and sketchy dudes and freaking human traffickers, bad people. The
Ah.
Libyan navy is not even existent anymore, so those guys cannot be trusted. But yeah,
Damn.
things are going horribly for the Africans in Libya, and it's really bad. It's really sad what's happening. Like, man, I was brought to tears by that Vice video. It was so sad. All these people just struggling to freaking get on the boat. People drowning. It sucked. It was fucking sad as hell.
Parents are like, hi, are you crying? He's like, no, my eyes are just sweating right now.
My eyes are just sweating. I've just been cutting a
sweating.
bunch of onions. Get away. I've just been cutting.
But I've been doing eye exercises, alright? I'm trying to improve my vision right now.
I'm trying
And
to.
they're sweating.
My eyes are too wild. My eyes are too dry. I need to cry right now.
I'll put eye drops before this.
Just
Right,
put
don't
in eye
worry.
drops. No, I'm fine. But the eyes aside, do you like fish? I don't really like fish sometimes.
You don't
Do
like
you?
fish? Like, what's up? Are you talking about like general, like just
Like
fish, or are you
as
talking
food,
about
I mean,
seafood?
I like seafood, but like some fish I just don't like. A lot of fish I don't like.
I feel like they're like only like the standard typical fish like porgy, salmon,
Like
and I
I
think that's
like
it.
porgy in like I like it for like I think the
They're
problem with is the way my mom makes porgy. I mean,
how does
actually,
she
I
make
really
it?
like. Okay, I like the usual way she does it, where she just fries it in the pan, and it's got
Yeah,
like some other stuff. Yeah, I like that, but like I don't like it with sauce on it. So
really? Cause
sometimes she makes it and puts sauce on it. I'm like, I don't
okay,
like the
so you
sauce.
go fishing, right? Do you go
Yeah,
fishing?
I go fishing.
You
Yeah,
fish for porgies?
yeah,
Alright, so do I. So basically, eventually sometime, what my mom does actually puts like she like fries it like you say like
yeah.
yeah fries it right. I would say deep fry. I'm like no, that's crispiness. No, she fries it right, just simple as it is. Decuts everything. Make sure it's all clean, cause you gotta make sure everything's descaled and clean, folks. No, you don't
Yeah,
want any of those bacteria
descale your
inside of it.
fish, white people. But
Yeah, and also clean it, cause if you don't, you could be in major problems and could be in the hospital, and we don't want that problem for you.
yeah, yeah, clean
So
fish.
basically, mine is simple and easy. Just clean it, go ahead and serve it up. Have some lime and some like salsa Valentina on it, and then all good. Bit by bit.
See, the way my mom does it, it's not like I just don't prefer it. It's in the Caribbean we call it sauce, but it's not like a sauce. It's not like ketchup or like mustard. It's like literally like it's kind of like salsa,
Tomato
but
sauce,
like
nice.
but thicker, like a thicker salsa.
Uh,
Like if I had salsa with like whole vegetables in it. But like yeah, it's called sauce, but it's not really sauce. But it's like it's got pieces of tomato, onions, and stuff. It's not bad, but I just don't really like it that much. I don't know why. It's just I think it's cuz it's like you eat something so many times you get kind of sick of it cuz my mom really doesn't cook that porgy any other way. And I'm like, there's other ways you could cook the porgy. Like, couldn't you? She's like, "What? You don't like how I cook the porgy?" It's like, "No, you cook
like
it
no,
like
I'm just
that a
not
lot."
satisfied. I wish it was like previous before. I don't like the
No,
way
not
she
even
cheese
that.
it.
It's just a little variety would be nice,
Yeah.
Mix
Oh yeah,
things
so
up.
they do mix and variety like salads or something like that.
Yeah, it's
Like
like literally
here's a
the
salad.
same
Do you
way
want to go
every
ahead?
time. And it's like it's a bit done to death. But yeah, I like fish,
It is.
but I'm not gonna go
Fish
out
are
of my way to
great.
order fish. I mean, I don't really like bony fish, but I like seafood and I like eating fish.
I mean,
Like it's fine.
a majority of fish do have bones, so you're limited
I'm not
to what
forgetting.
you
No,
have.
it's just the way people cook them with the bones in, nigga. But there's you can debone a fish, but some people don't debone their fish,
We
and
don't try. We're
I
just
don't
like
like
we're
that.
hungry. Just want us now. Oh, then
It's
you'll
not
hate it.
even
Then
that
we do
hard.
it with bones and everything.
But
Like be careful for the bones. If not, you'll choke.
but yeah, you can go right through. But yeah,
Hmm.
I don't really like bony fish, but I like seafood. I like raw fish. I like sushi a lot.
Oh, I've yet to try it. Like honestly, I've been
Never had
curious.
sushi.
What
There's
does
a
it taste
sushi
like?
place in Quag.
There's a lot of sushi places, honestly.
Yeah, there are a few. But yeah, it's fine. It's very mild, right?
Yeah.
The fish part, but
Hmm.
like all of it together tastes really good with the rice and stuff. If
Yeah, I've been
yeah,
curious. My friends are like, I don't know if they like, I don't know if they want that. So I'm like, I'm just curious.
but what you
A
need, you
curiosity.
can't have sushi from This may sound racist, but it's not. You can't have sushi made by people who aren't Japanese. I'll tell you that much because
I
the
mean,
way some
I mean,
people
like,
make sushi I mean, it
I
may
feel
be
like
like, but I don't know. I just don't. It's
I
not
feel
the
like it should be
same.
exclusive. I feel like it should just be people that actually know how to make
Yeah,
sushi.
yeah,
Because
not even
if you could be
Japanese, but
Japanese,
like
yeah,
if
you
they
need to
are
know how to make
Japanese, you
it.
can't. It's like, bruh, it's like no given. Like, bro, they know how to make sushi. But
Mm,
that is the thing. I, lately, every time I eat Chinese food, I get really sick. And this hasn't happened to me like before, but like lately, I
yeah.
get really sick. And I honestly think it's because in Chinese restaurants they don't have like. It's not that the food's bad. The food's good, but they have improper or whatever. They don't have good like kitchen safety standards. I don't think this at
Ah,
all. And it would make sense because
CDC will banish them.
the
Wash your
CDC,
hands,
yeah, the
folks.
CDC won't will banish them. But I have found, well, no, I haven't found. You know what it is? You ever been to like the
What?
mall and they like have food out for a while?
Uh,
I think it's that because having food like out, like, and if it's not like being heated
covered.
properly or like covered, yeah, you're just gonna get it's a no-brainer. You're gonna make people
Yeah.
sick. But
Yeah, because like flies and everything going inside.
yeah,
Cause
yeah,
like,
and like
what
you
fly
have
wouldn't go inside? And be like, ooh, it's food. Let me taste
bacteria
it.
shit. Yeah, but if it's out for too long and it's not temperature and it's at room temperature, then bacteria is just gonna like explode. But yeah, they need to have better kitchen safety standards. And
Do honestly, they need to step up their games.
I honestly just like sushi from this Japanese place, and yeah, I think it's really good. They like have really good sushi, and I'm like, I think it's because Japanese people actually care. I don't know. It's really ingrained in the culture, though. Japanese. It's not
Yep.
even that like they. It's like beaten into them from freaking little kid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like everyone knows like sushi is always considered for Japanese food. Actually, do know.
I think it's a
For them
part
to
of the
actually
culture,
aware.
though. Like the whole put your best foot forward. Like
Mm.
it's like not something like as a kid, your parents say, "Put your best foot forward." Like everybody's. If your parents didn't say that, you're probably it's fucked up. But like, yeah,
Yep.
your parents always say that. But like in Japan, society is weird, man. They really like beat things into you. Oh no, they
I
have
feel like there's a way
they
to put
call
it.
it something. It's called Budo. It's like a way of thinking. It's weird. But yeah, no disses to Japanese people.
Oh
But
no, any Japanese folks listening out there, we're not dissing you. Like, just be aware.
to be honest, good on you. You know, you have a better culture than a lot of places. I mean,
Yeah,
Japanese
trying to
people are
cancel him, alright?
Japanese
Please,
people
could you
are
not?
close knit. I'm gonna say that. Americans aren't close knit at all. Like I don't even know
No.
my neighbors. Do you?
I'm aware who my neighbors are.
I mean, I
I'm like,
know
it's
who my
his.
neighbors are, but I don't talk to them every day.
No,
Yeah.
we don't. We're
No.
just like, hey, how's it going? Like once
Hey,
in a
how's
while.
it going? Yeah.
Like when you leave and you're like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
in.
essentially it. But like, it's not
Yeah.
like we ever do anything with our neighbors. It seems like
I mean,
people
maybe
aren't
when you were
very
younger,
close.
sure, but like when you grow up, not really.
Yeah. I mean, I used to do shit with my with my friends around the neighborhood, but they're all gone. So I don't know. I don't
They
really
moved
do
out.
jack. Yeah, they all moved away and shit. So I don't do jack shit with my neighbors anymore. And I kind of
Yeah,
get
that's
mad
why
at
you
my
got a
sister
Discord.
sometimes because she has like kids who are her age in the neighborhood and she doesn't hang out with them. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you, man? Hang out with your friends.
Like, I feel like in today's day and age,
This
like,
guy.
it's a bit more different. It's a punishment to go outside because back in the day when we were younger, it was like a reward to go outside. It's
Yeah,
like, let us
I've
outside. We
never.
want to play.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't understand that. Like, oh, go outside. Like, I went outside. I was just outside. Oh, all the time it seems. I was just
Mm,
outside. It wasn't like a punishment, like, cause it's like
no.
go over to your friend's house, like, hey, you want to hang out? It's like, yeah, and then you're just
Yeah,
outside.
sure. You know?
It's not even like it's a thing, but
Yeah, fresh air. And during the summer is a lot more better. Yeah, no worries. Maybe just go to the store and that's it, but otherwise than that. Be outside the whole entire time.
yeah, you know what else I noticed? There's no
What?
place to like hang out if you're like a young person, you know? There's no there's no place to like. There's the mall, but that
Hmm.
isn't like we're all hanging out doing this, right? It's not like
Yep,
a bowling alley. Oh, well, there's a bowling alley, but that's
there
not really
is.
like a hangout spot. Like, there's no like freaking place to
Yeah,
like
you just can't just
do
sit down and
stuff.
talk the
Yeah,
whole
you
entire time. You
just
gotta be
sit
active.
down and talk. Yeah,
And not, you
bowling.
know, they'd be
You
like, yeah,
gotta be
like, what are you doing?
bowling, right? You need to be
Yeah,
bowling. Yeah,
I could imagine the people that manage it being like, what are you doing? We're just sitting down talking. Get out of here, you're not bowling. Get out.
yeah. You can't just hang out in the bowling alley. But like, yeah, there should really be like a
Alright.
place to just hang out. You know, and there's nothing like that in our town. And to be honest, I don't think there's a lot of things like that in a lot of American towns anymore.
No, the
Probably
only thing
why,
you close is like a park and that's it.
yeah, it's probably why people our age are like so disconnected with one another. You know, we only
Yeah,
talk to each other on the internet,
exactly.
which
I
is
mean, but then
just
again, with
lame.
everything happening.
I mean, yeah, everything happening, but to be honest, all this stuff was happening before as well. You know,
Yes.
we were all
Because I feel like
disconnected
as,
before for years and years. So I
yeah,
don't.
because I feel
The
like as
pandemic did
technology
not bring
advanced,
us freaking farther apart.
yeah.
We were way far apart.
Yeah, because I feel like as technology advanced, but like, why do we need to go outside and talk to them? We can talk to them like online. We don't have to get our comfort zone. No, we can just be comfy and just do whatever we want.
But yeah, kids will actually say that shit. Like, come on, bro. Ryan. Not to bash Ryan on the podcast, but Ryan doesn't want to go out
The first
tomorrow. He
guest.
just wants to freaking go out. He just wants to chill at home. It's like, bro, you fucking sit at home all day, all week. You don't have a job. You don't go to school. I'm gonna chill out. You chilled out today. Like, the fuck, man.
Did you even shovel snow whatsoever?
He probably
Does man even
shovels
shovel
snow.
snow?
I mean, I should ask him. But yeah, he
He's
probably
really bash
shovels
him.
snow. I should
Ryan
ask
in
him.
the comments right now, Ryan right now punch in the air. Ryan in the comments, I shovel some snow. All right,
He
just
probably
gonna
did shovel
like
the
that.
snow, but that's not the point. Well, he barely fucking sees me. Like, maybe we talk, but we don't talk to each other in real life all that much. Like,
No,
maybe once
because
every
college is
two
different.
weeks, you know? Once every two
Mm,
weeks? What the fuck is that, bro? But, like, yeah. Not, yeah, I haven't gotten to talk to most of you guys since freaking,
no, high school.
yeah, since high school last year.
We originally planned a lot of things for high school towards the
And
end,
we
but you
planned
know,
so much
everything
shit,
went crashing
but yeah,
down.
everything went crashing
Yeah.
down. That really
The
sucked.
last group picture, last day of school, man, that would have been
Everything
amazing.
just
The
destroyed.
whole trip to NYC
Yeah,
on senior skipping.
everything canceled.
That is if everything aligned,
Everything. To be honest,
but it
it
all went
really
crashing down now.
sucks to be. I think it probably does suck the most, to be this age during this pandemic. Just when
Yeah,
it all
and the
happened.
thing is, right,
The
we didn't
worst
get a
timing
chance to
at
say
all.
goodbye to people. We're
Yeah.
not like, we weren't aware of the situation. We're like, well, we might come back tomorrow. And that's it. We're like, alright, tomorrow may be the last day. We're preparing for everything. But we're like, well, you know, some people left their stuff in the lockers and everything like I did. It's like, well, now you gotta wait. Get it back.
But
And
yeah.
remote learning just didn't work very well. Nor does it currently work because sometimes the
I
school system
know.
is
It
not
doesn't
actually work there
fucking work
online.
that well, man. This remote
No,
learning is
it's
some
not the same in
bullshit.
person.
It's
Yeah,
not as good, and that I think that's one a lot of people's complaint, but especially my complaint. I shouldn't really complain about this though because I have a scholarship, but I worked for that scholarship,
yeah.
and I don't appreciate that tuition is the same price even though I am not getting the same level of education anymore. This is
Yep,
bullshit. Okay, I shouldn't be paying the same price, especially in considering I don't pay. I'm not using a lab. Still pay lab fees. It's still the same tuition. So I don't know why it's the same tuition if I'm not gonna pay lab fees and all that shit. It doesn't make any
exactly.
sense. You know, I pay tuition to go to school at the class, sit in the chair,
We're not in
get the whole
class.
inclusive experience, and now I have to sit on a computer, and it's not even the same. It's not at all the same,
Exactly.
especially if
You
you're
don't
in
go
like
to.
a real technical
It's
class.
exactly because like it'll be weird, be like, oh, I'm gonna meet new people in college, right? Those are our thoughts. But like,
Yeah,
I guess we're not. Well, we can meet them through a Zoom call. Man, isn't that wonderful?
yeah, man. I'm not gonna fucking remember a single one of the people in my Zoom calls. Like,
Oh
fuck
no.
that shit. It's not gonna
You remember
happen.
people more better through meeting them in person. Be like,
Yeah.
you Zoom call the next day. Be like, all right, what's your name? Brittany, Paula. I forgot what's your name. What's your
I'm
name?
not
I
good
don't
with
care.
names anyway, though. I
I feel
forget
like
people's
I am
names.
somewhat good. Like I can remember people, but people won't remember me
I can
because I'm the
remember
quiet
people's
kid.
faces. I can't really remember people's names. I don't know. I don't. I remember your face. I don't remember your name. This is tragic. But
Your face seems familiar, but I just can't tell the name. What could it be? I'll call
yeah.
you John for now.
Yeah. Some people say hi to me, and I won't know who they are. I'm like, who the fuck are
Yeah,
you?
that has happened to me before. I didn't know them, right? They're like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, who the fuck are you?
I
Do
know.
I
This
know
is
you?
the worst. That's like the worst feeling ever. Cause you're like, who are
They're
you?
like, do you know this guy? I'm like, okay, I know this
Do I
guy. Oh
know
yeah, I'm
you?
his friend. I'm like, why didn't you tell me anything about him? Like, you could,
So
like, I don't know
weird.
who you are. I assume we know each
Get
other.
away, you! But yeah. Um.
Shoo, go. Ah, human
No.
interactions.
I
No,
don't
thank
know
you.
you, stranger. Stranger
Stranger
danger, man.
danger.
Get the hell out of here.
Repel cat, go. Spray.
Spray stranger away.
He's like, it's Mace. He's like, oh no, I maced him by accident. Damn it. Well,
Stranger.
I'm going to send to the principal's office, aren't I? Yep.
Why are you carrying a? Wait, hold on. Not to burst your freaking eventuality bubble, but why are you carrying a can of mace in a school? What is up with that? And why
I
have you
forgot to take
labeled
it out
it
of my
stranger
backpack.
away?
No, it's just the first can you grab.
Uh,
There's no labels. You just forgot to put it in your backpack yesterday because
You
you went
have
to
a
a shop.
various
And
num. Why do you have a
wanted to be
various
safe.
number of aerosol cans in your backpack anyway?
Only
This is
have two,
getting.
bro. All right.
This is like
It's
down a
only
rabbit
two.
hole here. This is weird.
My backpack has magical things in it, right? It's like Narnia. You never know what can come out of it.
It's an
It's
infinite
endless.
backpack of infinite possibilities. Yeah.
It's like, hey, I need to school you. So you want a pen? You want notepads? You want an eraser? You want this? And I was like, I only ask for like a pencil, bro. It's a utensil. It can mean many things.
It's not a pencil. It's a utensil. It's a meme.
You
But
wanna you want a dog as well? You know, I got a dog here.
pulls a
Like,
pulls a
oh,
fucking
I have
dog
a
out of a
pencil.
backpack.
He's
But
like, "Rrr."
oh yeah, what was I gonna say? Um, I was gonna say
Schools,
something. No,
group
no, 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 no.
projects.
It wasn't. No, don't just continue, you muppet. Hold on. Let
All
me
right,
think
fine then.
what I was gonna say. Thank you. Okay, let me think.
Doo-doo,
Oh yeah, I'm
doo-doo,
drawing.
doo-doo.
Oh, yeah, I was drawing earlier. So yeah, before we were talking before, but yeah, I was drawing. And
Yes, that indeed true. These are behind the scenes, folks. He wasn't indeed drawing before.
yeah, I can't show a picture of this because it's audio only. Freaking
Yeah, I mean, you did
podcast.
do the same thing with Jack. You could just put in the description below.
Oh yeah, I
You
could.
could do that.
But
You know what else is near the description that people should do?
the subscribe
The
box.
subscribe button,
And
exactly.
yeah, thank you for
The
reminding me of
notification
that. No
bell
one
and
else
liking
has
it.
reminded me of that, Luis. Thank you. What a pal.
Yes,
But yeah,
exactly. I
remember,
know, right?
folks, if you've gotten this far, you might as well like and subscribe, to
And
be
comment
honest.
down
Yeah,
podcast,
and make sure to
so the
comment down
algorithm.
below because, to be honest, the only people who have been commenting are Luis and Dennis. No one else
Yeah,
has
it's only like
commented.
one comment per each
And
one.
it's, yeah,
I
it's
saw the
always
previous
just
ones. It's like
Luis and Dennis.
I saw the previous like few podcasts. I'm like, there's always like at least one comment and that's it.
Yeah.
It's by the person
Not
that
enough
was in the
comments.
podcast.
Like even the video
Oh,
I have the most views. I think it's at 2,000 views now. You
yeah.
can check.
Oh yeah, when's the next noodle video
Yeah, the
coming up,
next
bro?
noodle video is coming soon. It is coming.
Ooh,
Probably next
to
week.
YouTube sub box near you.
Hopefully, if nobody eats the noodles, I only have one of these noodles left. But yeah,
Your daddy
next
should be
noodle
like,
video
oh,
is
sorry,
gonna
son.
come.
I
It
didn't know
is
this was for
coming.
the YouTube video.
If not next week, like eventually. But like yeah,
At some point within the next 10 years.
at some point the noodle video is coming in the next 10 years. But yeah, it's coming
Yeah.
soon. Hopefully, if it doesn't get eaten. If it gets eaten, I can't make a new one. But for a while. But like yeah, noodle video. But like yeah. even on the noodle video, it's got like 2,000 views. Nobody's commented on the noodle video.
Yeah, only I have commented on it.
Only Luis has commented on the noodle video. Oh, another
wanna-
video. I'm just saying
I
all
want to
this.
get it out there for the algorithm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Comments. It
We
helps
just,
them out.
yeah, I
Help a little
want people
pal.
to comment. People need a comment. It's good for
Let's
the
get this trending.
views.
Number one trending
Number
on
one
YouTube
trending
somehow.
on YouTube. Somehow. But more promises that aren't gonna happen. Yeah, I wanted to do another music video for like the karate one. Oh shit, we've hit the mark. Let's close this up real quick. Thank you for
Alright
coming
then.
on the podcast, Luis. It was really good. It's probably one of the better podcasts. If the all the
Yep.
audio is good, you know.
Might be part 2 eventually.
Yeah,
at
there
some
might be a
point.
part
To
2
return.
sometime. You know, who do you think should be on next?
You know, I feel like we should have people. People have not been mentioned, like Gio, Noah, Stephanie.
Yeah, Gio, Noah,
Because
Stephanie.
they don't know. They don't know who they are. The audience doesn't know.
Yeah, you gotta build up things. And Corey. Corey's supposed to be on the podcast.
Corey, yes.
Yeah.
Corey has comics. You know, he can
Yeah.
talk about it for endless days.
Yeah, but anyway,
did with
bye,
Ghost Rider.
Luis.
All right, later. See
Later.
you. Like
See you.
the video.